Alrighty, peace family, Queen here, and we are going to dive deeper into the Project 10K. And this training or video slash webinar is really geared towards people that really want to make a substantial amount of income with this project, right? The 10,000 a month, the 6 figures, 4 to 6 months, that's really conservative. But I know, in being in business and working with people and different projects for so many years, I know that when you start talking about large amount of numbers, people get scared. They literally get scared because it's out of their comfort zone and they've never imagined, making that kind of money. So, I reserved this video for those people that are not, afraid of large amounts of numbers, that realize that, a number is just a number. It's just zeros, right? So if, this person over here, can make $1 million a day, why can't you? It's just a matter of your thinking, your self-confidence, and raising your abundance mentality, right? I don't want to go down that rabbit hole, but we will have, trainings based upon that, because what I found is most people are stuck where they are financially, not because they can't do it, but because they don't think they can do it. So when you change your thinking, everything else changes, right? So again, this particular training is for people that are not afraid of large numbers, and which I don't even think these numbers are large, right? I don't have a ceiling on numbers. I don't have a ceiling on abundance, because I realize like there is an overabundance of everything, right? There's no limit. The only limit, what's the old saying? The only limit is the limit that you place on yourself, right? That's the only limit. So, let's just dig in. I don't want to get too philosophical. Like I said, we'll have some trainings and things like that around abundance and around mindset shifting, and releasing the limitations that you've placed on yourself. Because you'll notice with what we're doing here, there's really not any limitations. It's really whatever you can imagine. We used to think, some years ago, I remember years ago, the whole big thing was everybody wanted to get to 6 figures. Like that was just the pinnacle. Like 6 figures, like you the man, you the woman, you know what I mean? Like, come on, 6 figures, we want to do that a day now. We want to do that per day, right? So it's just a shift mentally that needs to take place. And stick around here. Some of this stuff gonna rub off on you eventually. It will rub off on you. Trust me. You stick around people that think differently, you tend to start thinking differently. If you stick around people that are mediocre in their thinking and they think from a low vibration and they think from a poverty mindset, guess what? That too is gonna rub off on you. All right. So, pick your circle wisely. And you may have to sit by yourself sometimes, and that's okay too, right? That's okay. So let's dig into this thing. And I want to share with you all here, not just, 10 grand a month, but we're going to 4 and 5X that. So the simplicity of what we're doing is so freaking simple. People want to complicate it because we were programmed to think what? The harder you work, the more money you make. That myth has been debunked, right? It's not necessarily about the harder you work, right? Yeah, you want to put in hard work, but you want to also put in smart work, right? Smart work equals smart money. You got a smartphone, you should be making smart money. But you got a lot of people out here with smartphones, they making dumb money, right? Because they don't have the tools or the awareness or the blueprint, if you will, how they can turn that phone into smart money for them. They're doing everything, giving all their energy to this device. And this device is taking up so much time, so much energy, so much everything. Mind share, you know, everything. And it's not producing back, for most people, it's not producing back any type of energy. Well, you know, we're going to talk about how we can turn our smartphone into not just smart money, but smart wealth. And I'm not going to go, you should already know what this project is all about. If you don't know what this project is all about, then obviously you got to this video a little bit too early. So you need to, whoever referred you here, whatever teammate of mine referred you here, go back to them and ask them for our team website, where I break down everything as far as the project, how you make money, how you get into a six-figure income in the next 4 to 6 weeks, 4 to 6 months. You can do it in 4 to 6 weeks, but most people are lazy. So we say 4 to 6 months to be very conservative, right? So you want to start there. Okay. Again, this video is for those of you that already know what's going on with this project. You're probably already, you know, staking and earning. You may even probably already have your 5 people. Okay. So let's dig in here, and I'm going to show you. I typed out 4 steps. This is 4 steps. 4 steps. 4. Not 400, not 40, not 14. 4 steps. 4 steps. All right. So what is step number 1? Step number 1, again, you may already be doing this. Okay. You may have already surpassed step 1, which is great. Step 1 is to personally stake a minimum of $200 or more. Personally stake or quick pledge a minimum of $200 or more. Well, Queen, I don't want to just do 200. I want to do 2,000. Okay. 200 or more. You can do whatever amount you want to. Okay. But personally stake a minimum of $200 or more. Why is that the minimum? That is the minimum because that will, number 1, have your wallet activated. And what that means is when your wallet is activated, that means that you can earn on every single person that you have referred, they have referred, they have referred, they have referred, on and on and on down the line, right? So at the $200 or more, and this is the current price, as the token appreciates in value, okay, this has the potential to go up. But right now, where the token value is, I'm talking about the SCF token, it's about $200 or more. It's really lower than that, but I didn't want to, you know, put it right on the line and you fall under. So 200 is a good round number. Most people can't afford $200. If you could not afford $200, you should not be listening to this right now. You should be somewhere working to get a paycheck. Okay? So that's step number 1. Easy peasy. You get you some crypto. You transfer your crypto into your wallet. You go to Quick Pledge. You make a pledge to stake your $200. Well, Queen, do I stake it for 7 days or 15 days or 30 days? You want to stake it for whatever contract term you choose. I recommend the longer stake because you get the highest return, which is 1.4%. All right. And then you can set it up where it will automatically stake every 30 days. So what you want to happen is you never want to have your wallet not staking, because anytime that happens, that means that your wallet is not active, and then you don't make money on the volume that's underneath you. Okay. So you always want to have, you may do this, right? And I don't want to get too deep. I don't want to confuse, but I know y'all easily confused. I don't want to confuse nobody. Okay. But listen, You could literally have multiple stakes within one wallet. So you may have your $200 may be that active stake that you just keep running and running and running. You just have it set for 30 days. You have it set on automatic. It's going to automatically renew every 30 days. So you're always active. And then you may have another stake where you say, hey, you know, I'm going to put 1,000, 2,000 in this, and I'm going to pull out every month and pay bills, right? You can do that too. Again, we'll get deeper into that type of training as well. But step one, to get to this 40, 50,000 a month, is for you to personally stake $200 or more. Step number two, let me look at my time here. Okay, 10 minutes. All right. Step number two is for you to find 5 people to do the same thing. Okay? Find 5 people that want to do the same thing. Now, this is not something, let me be very, very clear with you all. You're not selling anything. There's nothing for people to buy here. There's absolutely nothing for people to buy. What you're offering people is a way for them to earn 1 to 1.4% per day on their money. If you're selling anything, you're selling money. Okay? That's the opportunity at the end of the day. You're not selling a pill. You're not trying to get them to do anything different. You're not doing any of that. Okay? When I tell you there are plenty of people that have money that's sitting, that's not making them any more money. It's just literally sitting and rotting away. Because if your portfolio is not surpassing the inflation rate, then your money is dwindling away. It's literally rotting, either in your bank account, in your 401k, in your Charles Schwab, in your TD Ameritrade, wherever it's sitting, between the mattress, wherever it's sitting, if it's not earning you a percentage that surpasses inflation, it's rotting away. That's why you can simply ask 5, 10 friends or family members, hey, if there was a way for you to make 1 to 1.4% per day on your money, would you want to know about it? When they say yes, you send them to our team website link that's going to have your wallet address automatically embedded. So when they download the wallet and they get signed up, they're signing up under you. That's how simple this thing is. Do not complicate it. You don't have to get into the cross-chain features, the 8 ecosystems that the blockchain, that the SCF blockchain has, all of the different layers that we have, the transactions per second. You don't need to get that deep, because at the end of the day, people just want more money and they want more time freedom. If you can give them that, then that's it. All those little nuances and those intricate details, if they're nerdy and anal like that, like me, they'll dig in, right? So your pitch is really simple. Hey, listen, my friend, my family member, my sister, my brother. Hey, let me ask you, I got this app on my phone and every day I wake up, man, I'm making more money and I'm not doing anything to do it. I'm not doing any extra labor or anything to make this money. And I'm earning every day up to 1.4% on my money. If there was a way that you could do that, is that something that you're interested in? Would you want to know more about it? That's the pitch. They say no, okay. You go to the next person. But I tell you, you ask 10 people, 5 of them are going to say, yep, show me the app. Show me the information. You give them our team website link that goes to the webinar, where I'm explaining everything to them. I'm explaining the entire challenge to them, right? And then they just go to work and find their 5 people. So that's step number 2, is find your 5 people to do the same thing, which is staking $200 or more. Now, I'm gonna talk about where you are gonna have you know what? I'll just skip that and I'll get into it here in just a minute. Step 3. All right, so step 1 was you personally staked $200 or more. You did a quick pledge of $200 or more. Step 2 is you found 5 people that did the same thing. They got money rotting somewhere. They want to earn money on their money. They want their money to go to work for them, right? So that's step 2. Step 3 is you plug into our WhatsApp community, right? So you get onto WhatsApp, you plug into your request to join the community so you can stay up to date when we do webinars, when we do trainings, when we do all these different events, trips, everything is all lined up in here. So you want to stay plugged into the community. That's step number 3. And then step number 4 is plug into our daily Zoom calls. Right now we have Zoom calls Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern. Right? This is where you can plug in, or you can plug your people in. You know, your 5 people. They may say, well, yeah, you know, Q, that sounds great or whatever, but you know, I got some questions on that. Okay, great. Hey, at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to shoot you this link. I'm going to text you this link. Get on this Zoom so they can answer your questions. You don't answer anything. You don't need to be the answer person. You don't need to have all the answers. Again, you're just sharing information and pointing people to where they can get the information. You don't need to be the expert. I'm telling you, this works hand in hand. I've done it with so many different projects. And I act like a complete novice a lot of times. And I'm like, you know what? Hey, go to the web link. And I'm the one that's doing the freaking Zoom, the training. But I act like, you know, because I don't want to spend an hour trying to explain something to somebody. And I'm taking 1 hour with one person. That's a waste of my time. That's inefficient time. I could be sitting on the beach. I could be working out. I could be reading a book. I could be doing whatever I want to do. I don't want to sit and explain something to one person. Why would I do that? I set up a Zoom and get 100 or 1,000 people on there and do it one time. But all you're doing is you're using systems you're leveraging systems to do all that work for you. So those 5 people, they come back and they say, well, you know, I got some questions. I got this, got that. Okay, boom. Here's the webinar link. Go on to it. Well, you can't explain it to me. No, I can't. I don't know. I just know I put my money in it and I'm making up to 1.4% a day. You need to get on this Zoom at 1 o'clock Eastern. Let the experts explain it to you. That's it. No pressure, right? You don't want to go into this whole explaining and all of this kind of stuff, because then that person, they're going to think that they need to do all this explaining with their 5 people. They're going to be like, I can't explain that shit. All right? So you don't explain it. So that's it. That's the 4 steps. You personally stake $200 or more. That's step 1. Step 2, you find 5 other people that have money rotting away and they want to make their money make them money. That's step 2. Step 3, you plug into the WhatsApp community. Step 4, you plug into the daily Zoom calls yourself so that you can understand what's taking place. That doesn't mean you need to go turn around and try and explain it. You're just going to be plugged in, right? You just want to stay close to the project, right? Because the more you soak it in, the more you get to learn more and more and more. And then you're like, wow, you know what? I have my hands wrapped around something that is really, really phenomenal. So that's the 4 steps. All right. So now here's the bonus strategy. And this is where I'm going to go deep into this, and we're going to share some numbers here. Let's see. 18 minutes. I want to keep this thing under 30 minutes. All right. So the bonus strategy is you're going to create 5 frontline wallets under yourself. Okay. This is for the person. Again, this whole entire video is for the person that want to do 40, 50 grand a month. Okay, 40, 50 grand a month. This is how you do it. So you have your main wallet up there where you're staking your minimum 200, right? Now, your 5 active that you need to get into the management level and get the higher percentages, you need to have 5 active wallets. Those 5 active wallets are going to be you. So you create 5 frontline wallets under yourself, and you stake a minimum of $200 in each of these wallets. Okay, so this is going to start your qualification process to get to the GM status. All right, and then you start to build your team under those wallets that you own. That's where you'll start putting your 5 people that you've invited. Okay, and then you share the strategy with each of your 5 new team partners. You stay plugged in, watch the magic over the next 4 to 6 months. All right, so now let's take a look at how this could play out for you. All right. So you have to excuse my little writing there, but that's my little notes. All right, so we talked about in the previous video, we talked about the different levels and you inviting your 5 people and they're inviting their 5 and their 5 and their 5 and their 5, right? So we say 4 to 6 months because say the level 1, it took you a whole month to get your 5 people on board, okay? Say level 2, which was month 2, it took them a whole month to get their 5. And then month 3 is level 3, month 4 is level 4, month 5 is level 5, okay? Now, for level 1 and level 2, before you even get to a management position, whatever volume that falls on your level 1, don't make your minimums your maximums. What do I mean by that? Well, to be a manager, to get into the next level of percentages of money that I'm going to talk about here, we all know you need 5 active wallets, 5 active people, okay? The reason why you're going to make those 5 wallets your own is because you can control it. And then why you need the 5 people is because you need the duplication, all right? But what I'm saying is, you know, it's only 5. Why don't you do 50? You know, why don't you do 15? Why don't you do 20, right? So don't make your minimums your maximum, right? But on your level, any wallets that fall on your level 1, when I say wallets, I'm talking about people and how much they're staking. Anything that falls on your level 1, you're earning 0.15% per day, okay? Anything that falls on your level 2, you're earning 0.10% per day, all right? So now when we take a look at the percentages, so let's just say it took you, you know, 4 to 6 months to get all of these people in place. So that's 3,905 people that's a part of your team. And remember, the strategy is a minimum of $200 to be staked per wallet, all right? So if you take 3,905 people times $200, then that's going to give you a total volume of $781,000. This is your staked volume. Now, at this level, you're considered a GM. You're probably going to be higher than that, but I like to be conservative, okay? So this is the first level of management, is the GM. And that's all we're doing here, is we're just wanting to focus on getting people to GM. If you focus on getting people to GM, then you'll be at the highest level. You know, you look around 6, 7, 8 months from now, you're at the highest level of their compensation plan, which is an MD. So anyway, just to be conservative, so you've got 781,000 in volume. At that level, at a GM, you're earning 0.2% on your volume. So that's going to give you, and that 0.2%, that's every day. So that's going to give you a daily pay. You wake up in the morning, you pull up your wallet, you open it up, boom, you've got $1,562 in your wallet every 24 hours that you can convert, that you can send back to your bank account, that you can put on your debit card and you can swipe it, or you can go to the ATM machine or go to the bank itself and pull the cash out every single day. So that 1,562 per day times 30 days, that gives you a total monthly income of $46,860. Okay? And this is being conservative, because at this volume level of 781,000, you're probably going to be, you know, a couple of levels above a GM. But again, I like to keep things very conservative. Okay? Now, if that didn't blow your mind, let me blow your mind. Because again, how many people did you refer? In this example, you only referred 5 people that referred 5, that referred 5, that referred 5, referred 5. And what is it that you're referring people to? You're not trying to get them to take some diet pill. You're not trying to get them to change their long distance or their electricity. We're literally selling money. You understand? Like, when you get that concept, like, you don't have to sell money. Everybody wants money. They just need to know how to go about getting it. Everybody wants their money to make them money. Like, you don't even have to sell that. All you have to do is share with people. All you have to do is share with people. Like I said, the pitch is this. Hey, let me ask you, Ani, if there was a way that you could, have your money make you money, say up to 1.4% per day, is that something that you'd be interested in? Yeah? Okay, boom. I give her the website. I give her the team website. If she start asking me a whole bunch of questions, hey, look, go to the website. Go to the website. I'm not answering any questions because I am teaching her as I'm presenting to her, teaching her how this thing would work. So I'm teaching her how to do her 5 people, what to do and say with her 5 people. Now, I know the information, but I'm not going to explain it to her. Why? Because I don't want her to think that she has to do that with her people. Right? Because they're like, hey, Queen, she been in that shit. She know all that crap. I can't do that because I don't know what Queen knows. No, you don't have to know anything. As long as you know where to point people to and let them get the information, that's all that you need to know. Right? So we're literally not selling anything. We're sharing a strategy where people can win. And this is a decentralized project. What does that mean? We don't have to wait for Friday for accounting to write a check and to cut a check. You just log in every day. It's a smart contract. You pull your money from the smart contract every day. It's a program. It's an algorithm. It's a software. It's not some human sitting there and say, okay, all right, well, Queen made $1,500 today. Let me cut the check. Let me send this to accounting. Let me get approval. No. It's being directly pulled. It's being directly pulled from the liquidity pool, from the smart contract. That's the beautiful thing that I like about this, is that I can get paid every single day. You can get paid every single day. You don't have to wait for Friday or every 2 weeks. I don't even know how people get paid nowadays. Whether they get paid monthly or every 2 weeks or whatever. Here you get paid every day. Really, every hour. Every minute. If you really want to get granular, right? You get paid as many times as you want to, but every day, every single day. So now let me share something, because I done got excited. I done got a little warm. I done got a little hot. Let me find my calculator here. Calculator. And I want to really share something with you that's going to blow your mind. All right. So now, if this 46,000 hadn't blown your mind, because that's not a lot of money to me. I mean, it's not a lot of money. It's cool. It's a great start. It's a great start. But let me share something with you here, because my goal with this project is 100,000 a month. And once I get to 100,000 a month, I want to do that every week. And then once I do that every week, I want to do that every 2-3 days. Once I do that every 2-3 days, I want to do it every day. I want to do it every day. $10,000 a day times 100 days, that's $1 million right there. Now, I'm trying to tell you people, there's no lack of money. There is no lack of money out there. It's just the lack is the limitation that you've placed on yourself. When you see the grand scope of this whole entire project, and that's why I say you stay plugged into the WhatsApp community, you stay plugged into the Zoom calls, because this stuff is going to start seeping into your cipher, and you're going to start getting aha moments, and you're going to start realizing, wait a minute, I was thinking my ceiling was 6 figures a year. I was thinking my ceiling was, $250,000 a year. But you know what? I can make 7 figures with this. I can make 8 figures with this. Absolutely you can. Absolutely you can. But let me share this with you. I'm going to blow your mind here just for a moment, and then we're going to end this training. So remember, I said the 3,905 just at the minimum of $200 per wallet staked. Now, what if, okay, this is just a hypothetical. Obviously, I'm not guaranteeing you any kind of money or anything because I don't know what you'll do, But let's just say, remember I said, if you're really, really smart, that you would take the first 5 positions, right? And you would put those underneath your main wallet. So that would give you a total of 6 wallets. And a $200 minimum on each of those. 6 times 200, that's what? That's 1,200. What if you found 3,000? What if this strategy was duplicated with each person? Now we know everybody's not going to do the full 1,200. They should, but they're not going to. But let's just say, for shits and giggles, right, that 3,905 people decided that they're going to do the strategy just the way that I presented it here. So they're going to stake a total of $1,200 because they've got 6 wallets at $200 each. Now you got 3,905 times 1,200. That's a total volume. That's a total volume of 4.6 million. And I'm just going to do the calculation at the GM level, which is the first level of management. Now we know with that type of volume, you're going to be ranked a lot higher than GM, but I'm just going to do it on a conservative level. So we're going to multiply this times 0.2%. This is your daily pay. $9,372. $9,372. Most people work 3-4 months before they make that kind of money in a traditional job or whatever. This is daily. Now let's take this by 30. See, I want you to start thinking big. That's over $250,000 per month. That's over $250,000 per month. This is money coming into you that nobody knows about. It's a decentralized project. You have the private keys to the funds, to the crypto assets. Nobody knows about that money but you and whoever you decide to share that with. That's the beauty of what we have in front of us, guys and gals, brothers and sisters. This is what we have in front of us. So you're talking $281,000 a month. Let's project that out over 12 months and see what the number looks like. 3.3 million a year. You think you can, take care of the family, take care of the kids, take care of the parents, the grandparents, whatever, with 3.3 million a year? This is why I'm saying there's no lack of money out there. There is no lack of money out there. And you have to understand the space that we're in. This space is only going to get bigger. The more and more the traditional world continues to financially rape people, they are going to look for an alternative way to make their money make them money. If you just simply present this to those people and let them make the decision whether they want to say yes or no, and you don't make the decision for them, and you continuously do that, and you find your 5, your 10, your 15, your 20 people that see this the way we see it, and you stay consistent with this, and you stay plugged into the steps that I shared with you, in the next 6 to 12 months, your financial world will look totally different than what it is today. Ask me how I know. Ask me how I know. Because I've done it. And you can do it too. You can do it too. So, watch this video over and over and over and over and over again until you get this ingrained in your head. Remember the 4 steps and stay plugged in. That's it. That's all you have to do. This business doesn't take a whole lot of time. Okay? To get everything going, get your wallets downloaded and all that kind of stuff. At the front end, you may, put in some time, but once it's up and going, it's up and going. Okay? So this is the potential. $3 million a year. And that's being conservative. $46,000 a month. That's being conservative. $10,000 a month. That's being conservative. And you may say, Queen, $3 million. I haven't thought about making $1 million. Are you? Hey, okay. What are you comfortable with? What number are you comfortable with right now? Right? Let's start with that number. Okay. You have to at least want $10,000 a month. If you don't want $10,000 a month, you're on the wrong team. You're in the wrong project. The project is called Project 10K Challenge. Okay? So a minimum of $10,000 a month is what you need to be seeking. And then we can work on you expanding your abundance mentality. We can work on that. Right? So that's it. I've talked well over 30 minutes. That's it for this training. Again, stay plugged in. I will see you all in the next upcoming trainings on the Zoom calls inside the WhatsApp group. I will see you there. Take care.